Imagine waking up tomorrow, and the world feels the same. The sun rises, the markets open, the headlines scroll. But beneath the surface, something has changed. Oil prices are spiking, shipping routes are freezing, markets are shaking, and no one is sure how far it will go. Because this isn't just a war of weapons, it's a war of energy, a war of supply, a war that could quietly break the global economy. When most people think of war, they imagine borders, armies, missiles. But the most dangerous battles today happen in places most people never see. Shipping lanes, oil routes, narrow waterways that carry the lifeblood of the modern world. At the center of it all is one location, the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow corridor between Iran and the Arabian Peninsula. At its tightest point, just a few miles wide. And yet, nearly 1/5 of the world's oil supply passes through it every single day. This isn't just about oil, it's about everything. Because oil powers transportation, manufacturing, food supply chains, global trade. When oil moves, the world moves. And when oil stops, everything slows down. Or worse, it breaks. In recent years, tensions in the region have been building, quietly. Ships have been seized, tankers have been attacked, warnings have been issued, each event a signal, each signal a warning. But markets often ignore warnings until they can't. Now imagine this. The Strait of Hormuz closes, not for months, not for years, just for a few days. At first, nothing physical changes. The ships are still there, the oil still exists, but something else disappears. Confidence. Markets don't wait, they react. Oil prices don't rise slowly, they surge. $100, $150, $200 a barrel within days. Gas prices spike across the United States. Transportation costs explode. Airlines begin canceling flights. Shipping slows. Supply chains begin to crack. And suddenly, everything becomes more expensive. Food, plastic, electricity, every product, every service. Because this is not a local event. It's global. China depends on this route. India depends on this route. Japan depends on this route. The world depends on this route. And when it's disrupted, the effects spread instantly, like a shockwave, through markets, through economies, through everyday life. You might think, surely this can be fixed quickly. The United States has one of the most powerful navies in the world. The Fifth Fleet is stationed nearby. But reopening the strait is not simple. Iran possesses sea mines, anti-ship missiles, fast attack boats, and a strategy built on disruption, not dominance. Even a temporary closure could take weeks to resolve, weeks where the global economy continues to bleed. And this is where the real danger begins. Because once energy supply is threatened, nations don't wait, they react. Countries begin securing their own resources, stockpiling, restricting exports, protecting supply. And what starts as an energy crisis becomes something else, an economic war. This reveals something deeper, something uncomfortable. The global economy is not as stable as it appears. It is built on connections, on movement, on constant flow. And when that flow is interrupted, even briefly, the consequences are immediate. History has shown us this before. Oil shocks in the 1970s, financial crises, supply chain disruptions. Each time, the system bends. Sometimes, it breaks. The Strait of Hormuz is just a narrow stretch of water, a place most people will never see, and yet it holds the power to disrupt the entire world. Because modern civilization is not just built on innovation, it is built on energy. And that energy flows through a fragile network that depends on stability. So the question is not whether the world can survive a disruption like this. It can, eventually. The real question is, if the flow of energy stopped tomorrow, how long would it take before the global economy stops with it?